Owning a home in Metro Vancouver is expensive. In Richmond, for example, a decent 1-bed, 1-bath currently sells for $500,000. With a 20% deposit, we need to earn about $120K per year and pay $3,500 per month to live in it. For many, home co-ownership offers an opportunity to get started. We can circle back to why it's important to get started. But in the meantime, what is home co-ownership? Home co-ownership basically is when two or more parties who may be related decide to purchase a property together, typically under a tenancy in common agreement. This agreement may come with many conditions agreed to by all parties, but let's just leave it at that for now. Some of the pros and cons. One of the pros, for example, is sharing financial responsibilities. Maintenance is something that continuously needs to be taken care of, the home maintenance. So when the roof needs repairing, the fences need repairing, so on and so on. And there's, of course, the regular expenses like taxes, mortgage repayments, all of these. And so the ability to pool our resources definitely helps. Pooling our resources also gives us the opportunity to buy properties which we could otherwise have not had the opportunity to look at. And one of which is, of course, bigger home. The next could be buying in a certain location. As we know, location is so important when it comes to home ownership, because a home in a good location has a better opportunity to appreciate more quickly as homeowners. And one of the reasons why we probably want to look at co-ownership is the ability to be able to buy, to get started, and then eventually to be in a position to sell and then realize a profit, so that we can use that profit or equity to go and buy into a home ourselves, and not to be co-owners as we were before. And number three, if it gets to that, estate planning. Tenancy in common allows owners to designate beneficiaries for their respective shares of the property. Please check with your legal professional on these details. So what are some of the disadvantages? Well, the potential for conflict. Every agreement, in the beginning, we start off with good intent, but after a while there are certain details that may crop up that we didn't look or overlooked. And so how do we deal with those kinds of oversights? And then there's also the lack of control. We may, one party may decide to do the roof, and another party may decide, well, it's not quite the right time. So there's this need to compromise. There's also financial liabilities. If one co-owner defaults, this impacts every other co-owner. So when we choose our co-owners, it's really important to do a thorough research. But nobody can look into the future. Everything may start off well, and for some or other reason, one of the co-owners may lose their jobs. That's something that we cannot foresee. And then there's also the difficulty in selling shares. Not everybody wants to buy into co-ownership. And then finding the right person with the right personality to blend into this setting and arrangement is difficult. Not many people want to buy into that kind of situation. So the market for this kind of ownership may be limited. So let's circle back to getting started. It's important to get started because as renters, if we've lived at a place for a long time, and for some reason or other, and it happens, where we need to leave, it's difficult to find a place that is of similar quality at a similar rent. With the cost of living increases so dramatic, rentals are going to increase in a similar fashion. We can expect to pay substantially more than what we are used to paying. And that's not really the best situation to be in. There is no security in that sense. But if we own our own place, we have a better opportunity to control our accommodation and not be in a situation where we are pushed about by other people's plans. So getting started, whether it be by co-ownership or whatever, is vitally important. Other ways of starting may be to start off small and then build the equity by maybe making some renovations to an older home or older unit, and then selling it for a bit more of a profit. If we're a handyman or person with trade skills, I've seen many who have done this, and gradually over a period of time started small, built up equity by doing some renovations, and then building up from there. So one way or another, it is important to start, and I hope this has been useful, and I'm going to see you again in the next video. Bye for now.